Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Dame Diddy, and I wanted to talk about The Last of Us 2. I've been seeing a lot of comments, a lot of messages since the game's released, and I try to stay as far away from spoilers as possible until I beat the game. So first off, I just want to say, all spoilers in this joint. If you haven't seen the ending of the game, don't know what's going on, want to stay preserved, this is your time to exit the video right now. Come back after you beat the game, whatever you need to do. But you know, we had the leak that came out. I just found out what the leak was now because I was just like, okay, now that I beat the game, let me see what the leak is. And holy hell, it was pretty much the whole story. Video, it came out. I'm like, man, if I would have saw that, I would have been pissed. And it's not just because of what happened. It's because this game they've been making this game for years. You've been anticipating it. You've been seeing the small trailers, and then it gets spoiled before you actually get it in your hands. But when I actually get it, I got to give it to the people at Naughty Dog, man. They did a hell of a job writing this story. I don't feel like people are giving this game the credit it deserves. The amount of work it took to get these things to look so detailed, the story, the way that they designed the story to tug at your heart. So I think people are misunderstanding what happened. And I feel like it actually says a lot about people as human beings that you can't possibly think of looking at things from other people's angles. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that is, okay, the beginning of the game, you use Abby. Joe dies. It made you feel some type of way. It's just like, yo, really? You know what I'm saying? And you, just like me, was like, everybody in that room has to die. Every single person. Because there's no reason that Joel should have died. So you get all the way and you're killing all Abby's friends. You know what I'm saying? And as you're doing it, you're probably feeling like me, like everybody else, like, that person deserved it. When you kill Nora, it's like, yo, that person, like, she deserved it. When you get to Mel and Owen, that's where it kind of got where it was like, I don't know if that was 100% necessary, but y'all cool with Abby and y'all sat there and let it happen. Even though Mel didn't really participate, even though Owen didn't really, I mean, he being there is somewhat participation, but they didn't want stuff to go the way it went. Owen was just there to support Abby. So then you kill Mel, find out she was pregnant. That's one of the first things that should tug at you as a human, because it's just like, damn, is this going too far? You know what I'm saying? But even after that, Abby follows you back. She kills Jesse, makes you back mad again. It's just like, you say the same thing. She's like, you killed all my friends. And what do you say? You killed Joel, right? That's what you say. And then what do? They drop you in as Abby. I didn't get mad as everybody did, because I watch videos of people immediately like, oh my God, pull the gun out and kill yourself. Can I jump you off a cliff and stuff like that? I was just like, let me see what story they're going to tell with Abby so I can understand what's going on. And you play through as Abby. You see that Joe killed her father, and then it's kind of just like, I get it. I don't think that makes it right, but I get it. And as you play through her story, you start seeing her friends, and you start hanging out with her friends, just the same way you hung out with Joel, and the same way you hung out with Tommy and Jesse and Dina. You're hanging out with all of these people. Nora, Martinez, I think his name was Martinez, Mel. It's just it just really puts you in a position where it's just like, now these people are your friends. You're playing along with them. You're all surviving together. You see Abby's journey and evolution as a person. And it's like, in essence, it's like, I don't think she would have went through with that whole Joe thing again after her evolution. And then you meet Lev and Yara, I think her name is, from the scars. And then they start giving you story from the scars. You start reading notes from the scars, and you see the scars didn't want to fight. All they wanted was peace. So the scars want peace. The wolves want peace. The people in Wyoming want peace. Everybody wants peace, but there's just some egos and stuff that are preventing all of this from happening. And I just feel like people just aren't being human about some of the situations. So it's like, when you get towards the end and you're using Abby against Ellie, in that boss fight. First of all, that boss fight was crazy. Ellie is a beast. Like, Ellie is a boss. That was a little scary because she was not playing around with me, man. She coming around the corner with a shotgun, setting bombs up all around the level. She was not playing. But when you're beating her up, and then, you know, Dina comes in, and then she's about to kill Dina, and she's pregnant, and Abby's like, good. It's just like what's about to happen? You thought she was about to kill Dina, but Lev steps in, and she spares her. She didn't kill either of them. Like, she killed Jesse. I get it, but I think just like when it hit her, it's just like, this is gone too far. You know, don't ever let me see you guys again. You know, don't ever let me see your face again. And then, in my opinion, it's like it should have ended right there. But of course, Ellie just couldn't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you finally do get to Abby, and you see this condition that she's in and the state that she's in, and you knowing what she had been through up to that point, I didn't want to fight Abby. I mean, I didn't see everybody's reaction to that yet, but I didn't want to fight Abby. I didn't want Abby to die. I didn't want Ellie to die, because to me, they both have very, very similar journeys. And it would be unhuman-like to sympathize with both of them. You know, I empathize with both characters and the scars. So I'm just in a situation where it's just like, man, I kind of want everybody to kind of like put all the weapons down and just go their separate ways, because like, this ain't even necessary. It's like, so for you to save Abby, to fight her, and the fight scene was crazy. It was crazy the way it looked. You're just slicing Abby up. She mustered like all the last bit of her strength to fight you. And that was an amazing scene. The fog, the water, the way the boats look in the background, the way the moonlight is shining off of both of them, is an amazing achievement of video games right there. I don't know if we've had a video game that looks better than that this generation. And you know, when Abby was drowning, I was feeling bad. I was just like, yo, like, don't do that. But then when she let it go, I felt a little bit better. It's just like, I get it, man, I was wrong. But it's like, maybe if you two could have came to an understanding, maybe, I don't know. I mean, you can say I'm soft, you can say whatever you want, but I just felt like people should just empathize with both characters. You should empathize with Lev and the scars. You should be able to empathize with every character in the game. So when the game ended, I do like the way it ended. You know, Ellie kind of lost everything. Abby lost everything. It's like they both, and Lev lost everything. All of the characters that you met, that you kind of played through, not Lev, but they lost everything, and they still were pushing on. And I don't think there needs to be no sequel. I feel like that's it. That should be it. End of the game. No more sequel. If you do a sequel, it has to be a spinoff. It has to be somebody somewhere else in the world, some other issues. You can't use Ellie. You can't use Abby. I feel like their stories have been told. I just don't see there being anything, because once Joel was killed, that was the perfect catalyst for the game, but also the thing that signified to me that this is the end of the series. So either way, that's my 2 cents, man. Try to empathize with all of the characters. I get it. You are mad when they drop you on Abby, but you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that Abby didn't have some of the dopest, like, the way she plays as a character is fire. Love the weapons she gets. Love the way she fights. Yeah, she doesn't have the knife she has to create shoes, but she can do some dope stuff. She got the crossbow. Abby is dope. I really like Abby's character. But either way, I'm curious to see how you guys felt about it. Do you guys agree with me? Should you empathize with all characters, or should you just hate Abby to the end? I disagree with that totally, but it's a game. That's the one thing everybody has to remember. It's a game. It was written by somebody. I get it. You don't like the story, but you cannot tell me them gaming mechanics wasn't amazing. One of the best game mechanic playing games I've played. Love the leveling up system, the weapon crafting system, the detail they put in them, actually breaking down the weapons, and they killed this game, man. So after Ace beats the game, we're gonna do a full review of the game. Just wanted to talk about my thoughts of all the hoopla and the low ratings people giving it. You know, this is an amazing game, man. Shout out to Naughty Dog, man. Thank you guys for watching. Throw your cents down below in the comments. Peace.